regular meeting of the Sunshine Coast Regional Hospital District at 9:05 a.m. On April 24th, 2025. And we're honored to be here on the territories of the Shishel and the Skohomish Nations. First, we need to adopt an agenda. Moved by Director Back, seconded by Director Inkster. All those in favor?
You're not on screen.
Oh, the motion carries. And we have minutes from March 20th, 2025. I guess there's a report too, so I'll entertain first a motion to adopt those minutes. Moved by Director McMahon, seconded by Director Gabius. All those in favor? The motion carries. And then a motion to receive all reports and materials in this meeting. Moved by Director Inkster, seconded Director Gabius. All those in favor? The motion carries. And no business arising, I assume. I haven't been informed of any around. No. And we have a presentation from Corey Vanderhorst, who is a regional assurance partner of MNP LLP auditors, who's reporting on our audit. Hello, Corey.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and hello to the board. Sorry, 2 seconds as I share my screen here. There we go. I hope you can see the first page of the financial statements there and hear me okay. Okay, get some thumbs up. Great. So thank you for inviting me here to give you a short presentation this morning. Before I start talking about the hospital district's financial statements and numbers, a big thank you to the staff at the Region District for working on the audit with us again this year. Alex and Brad and Tina, we really appreciate all their help going through the audit process. I'll just talk about the financial statements. You do have an audit findings and a draft audit report in your packages as well, but there's not a whole lot to go through in those. It's a clean audit opinion. We're satisfied the financial statements are prepared accurately in all material respects in accordance with the appropriate standards for local government. So I won't go through that document in detail, but after I go through the statements, I'd be happy to answer any questions if there are any on the audit or the audit process. For the financial statements themselves, you can see here the statement of financial position at the end of 2024. The hospital district has cash of 987,000, portfolio investments of just over 2.5 million, as well as some funds in the MFA debt reserve fund for when the debt gets paid down and finalized, you'll receive some of those amounts back. So $3.8 million of financial assets, payables at the end of the year of 126,000, and debt being paid down on schedule of 3,041,000. So a fairly small balance sheet, just some cash receivables and that debt being the big items. I scroll through here. The results for 2024, revenues are pretty consistent year over year. Only about $6,000 difference there. Tax requisition matches budget as it should, and investment income and other revenues up a little bit year over year, as some of the interest rates were and the investment income was positive for 2024. On the expense side of things, debt charges and interest are as you expected per budget. Government transfers, the granting out to the health authority, up year over year. We know it does fluctuate with the requests from the health authority, but still below budget. Budget was running at about 1.8 million of anticipated granting out, and 1.2 was provided. So at the end of the year, you have a accounting surplus of 279,793. That leaves you with an accumulated surplus balance of 684,806. So that's a very quick run through of the financial statements. I'll turn it back to the chair. I would be happy to answer any questions about the statements or the audit.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? There often are not questions about audits. We are always pleased to get a solid report back.
Yes.
And there are no questions. I can confirm that.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you very much.
So I think we can move on to the staff report then. That's 6.1. And we've got our Manager of Budgeting and Grants, Alex Taylor, here.
Thank you, Chair. The purpose of this report is to seek the approval of the regional district or regional hospital district financial statements and the independent auditor's report that has been included in today's agenda.
You know, the audit, as we've heard, is relatively straightforward. It's usually a fairly simple process for the hospital district, and the report is as well. So I'm looking to Director McMahon.
Thank you. I just had one question as I was reading through the report. We have $31 at the Sunshine Coast Credit Union on page 21 of the agenda package. I'm just curious. It appears that we have moved our investments. Is there anything that staff would like to elucidate about that?
Manager.
Thank you for the question. Yes, staff monitor investments, and when we go out to market, we get various different quotes and rates. And during the period of 2024, we just had better and more competitive rates from other financial institutions.
Any other questions? Director Gabius.
No questions, just ready to move the recommendations on page 25, sorry.
So that's a motion, seconded by Director McMahon. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor? The motion carries. And anything else on that report, directors? No. There's a whole list of things here on the agenda that are not relevant. Everyone's agreed? Okay, so except for adjournment. Moved by Director Gabius, seconded by Director Bax. All those in favor? The motion carries to adjourn. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Corey, if you're still there.